Assalamu alaikum everyone. This video is basically targeting and is trying to get the attention of students of class 7 and 8 of Eton Public School. This is your first lecture regarding new virtual session of 2020 and 21, and as per your timetable, this is English subject, and I am here to start basically with the very basics understanding on the composition of English language. Because before we proceed into the bookish content, I would like to basically maintain a very good platform regarding the understanding of English composition. Since English is basically a language, and language needs to be understood as per its composition and set of rules. Now you can see that I have created a brainstorming regarding English composition. So you can see that English is surrounded with four basic concepts: reading. If we read well, we can write well. Then listening. If we can listen good, if we listen good, we can speak good. Okay? So this is all about English. English revolves around these four interrelated concepts: reading, writing, listening, and speaking. So this is basically a network of English composition. Now come towards the set of rules that how English is being composed. There are two things. Number one, the word class. Number second is the action and language. Basically every language aims to reconcile the activities being carried out according to a particular time period. Okay, now before we understand, let's differentiate. Word class are commonly known as parts of speech. Now these are the family to categorize the different nature of the words. For example, there are some words which we call them noun, there are some words which we call them verb, and the list goes on. Is that clear? Now the everything which has an identification and a particular identification comes into the category of noun. Verb, जो noun action perform करेगा, जो performance है noun की, that is called as verb. Similarly, let me proceed ahead for your better understanding. Let's say adjective. It's not adjective, it's adjective. Adjective is basically the characteristic and the quantity of noun. For example, noun is Ali. Famous noun example, Ali. Ali is a good boy. So good is the characteristic of Ali. It is called as adjective. A is showing that Ali is singular. Ali is singular. So A is again showing the quantity, therefore comes into the category of adjective. So as I said, language aims to reconcile between time and action of some particular activity being carried out in particular time period. For example, Ali goes to Karachi today. What this sentence is trying to convey the message on? The sentence is saying that Ali goes to Karachi today. A activity of transportation, a activity of transaction of Ali towards Karachi today. So ये आपका एक सेंटेंस है जो प्रेजेंट टाइम के अंदर एक एक्टिविटी को सिंपल अंदाज में शो कर रहा है. So I hope that so far everything is going sound, everything is going smooth. Now let's come towards the understanding of basic structure of English. English starts with a particular letter which we can call as sound, and the study of sound is called as phonetics. Then there is a combination of two or more than two letters will become words. Words as I told you, have a particular class which we can say parts of speech, and then there comes the combination of more than two words which become a sentence. Sentence has basically fundamentally has three components. The first is subject, the second is verb, and the third one is object. And I hope that this lecture is going comfortable as per your understanding capacity so far. Now let's elaborate categorically and individually. Subject would always be a noun and a pronoun, and there are three classification of subject: first person singular, second person singular, and then third person we have singular and plural. Then we have classification of verb. Verb is the action being performed by a subject, and it has three forms: first form, second form, third form. For example, go, went, and the third form is gone. So this is all about the basic structure, the fundamental structure of a sentence. Now tenses, the concept of reconciling an activity with a particular time. Now we have four dimensions of every tense. Number one is simple, where we show something being done, something being happening on a very general on a very general tone. And then there comes a time period, there comes a concept of continuous, where we are showing that that an activity is being carried out, is in process, is under process, it's not completed yet. Then there comes a concept of perfect tense. Perfect means an activity that is done, an activity which is completed. And then there comes a combo of perfect continuous, that an activity which is done and is also in process. For example, Ali has gone to Karachi, but it's travel, he will travel ahead towards Karachi. Now we have the four dimension of tenses, and then three classification of tenses. Now these are the time period. Number one, present, within 24 hours. This present tense shows activities under 24 hours. Then we have past, where we are intended to show the activities which are done 24 hours ago. Then comes towards the concept of future, about those activity which will be done after 24 hours, that is future. So let's get towards the end of this lecture. Let me conclude this lecture so far, so that we can start the second lecture in a very comfortable mode. Today we have learned with the concept and the composition concept, that how English is being composed, and then we have learned the concept, very basic fundamental concept of tenses, that what are the dimension of tenses, what are the classification of tenses. And then we have learned the concept of sentence and the structure of sentence, and then we have also learned the individual understanding of the component of a structure of a sentence. And then we have learned on a very surface note, that is concept of phonetics, okay, the study of sounds. So let's end this lecture, students, and I hope that you will listen to this lecture with a great sense of positivity and focus, and will do the worksheets that would be sent onto your WhatsApp group. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum.